up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio for Tuesday, June 16th, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Former NAACP chapter president Rachel Dolezal resigned Monday after she was accused of being a white woman pretending to be black, broke her silence on NBC's Today Show on Tuesday. When asked if she was African American, Dolezal said, "I identify as black." She claims this identification started as early as 5 years old. She said, "I was drawing self-portraits with the brown crayon instead of the peach crayon. That was how I was portraying myself." Dolezal resigned from her position as president of the NAACP's Spokesman Washington chapter on Monday amid outrage after her parents said she's a white woman pretending to be black. In a statement posted by the NAACP Spokesman Chapter's Facebook page, Dolezal said that the attention around her had become a distraction. However, she did not address whether she lied about her ethnicity, nor she did apologize doing so. Speaking out for the first time since the controversy, Dolezal took exception to the idea that she was deceiving people, claiming that she was characterized by both first as transracial, then biracial, and then black, and she never corrected them. She said, "It's more complex than being true or false in that particular instance," again failing to say that she had lied about her race or apologized for misleading people. When asked about her appearance, including a complexion that appears much darker than it did in earlier photos, Dolezal merely said, "I certainly don't stay out of the sun." However, she added that she isn't putting on blackface as a performance. She also added, "I have a huge issue with blackface. This is not some freak birth of a nation mockery blackface performance. This is on a very real, connected level how I've actually had to go there with the expression, with the experience, not just with the visual representation, but with the experience." She said that her racial identification solidified when she got full custody of her adopted brother Isaiah when he was in high school. Dolezal explained, "He said, 'You're my real mom.' For that to be something that is plausible, I certainly can't be seen as white and be Isaiah's mom." She also argued that the black man she has identified as her father, Albert Wilkinson, is her dad. She said, "Any man can be a father, not every man can be a dad." Dolezal said she would still make the choices she made, knowing everything that's happened as a result. She said, "The discussion's really about what is to be human, and I hope that can really drive at the core of the definitions of race, ethnicity, culture, self-determination, personal agency, and ultimate empowerment. My life has been one of survival, and the decisions I have made along the way, including my identification, has been to survive and to carry forward on my journey." In addition to appearing live on Tuesday's Today, Dolezal will speak to Savannah Guthrie for an interview that will air on NBC Nightly News tonight and take part in interviews with MSNBC's Melissa Harris Perry and NBC BLK, the network's African American online vertical. Donald Trump announced he's running for president Tuesday, telling an audience in New York he will make America great once again while being the greatest job president that God has ever created. Trump said in a fiery speech, "I'm officially running for president of the United States, and we're going to make our country great again." The real estate mogul and reality TV star eviscerated President Obama throughout his remarks, attacking him on failing to lead on Chinese currency manipulation, foreign affairs, the economy, and the big lie of Obamacare. Trump added, "I'm really rich," saying he's using his own money to bankroll his campaign as opposed to the 400 other Republicans running for the nomination who will lean on donors and lobbyists to fund them. Trump also addressed criticism often thrown his way, including a reporter who says, "Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person. How can you get people to vote for you?" Trump said people are tired of these nice people, adding Americans are tired of being ripped off by countries across the world. He says he is a nice person, but this election will be about competence. He also took on pundits who says he wouldn't run because he doesn't want to reveal how much he's truly worth. Trump said, "I've employed tens of thousands of people over my lifetime," foreshadowing that he'll be providing financial information that will show his net worth is close to $9 billion. He says that, sadly, the American dream is dead, but if I get elected president, I will bring it back bigger, better, and stronger than before. Fresh off the global success of Disney's Cinderella, Sir Kenneth Branagh is in discussions to direct an adaptation of Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express for 20th Century Fox. Multiple individuals familiar with the project have told The Wrap. A representative for 20th Century Fox declined to comment. Ridley Scott of Scott Free and Simon Kinberg of Genre Films are producing, with Mark Gordon. Michael Green, who wrote the new Blade Runner movie for Scott, is adapting Christie's 1934 detective novel. The story follows gifted detective Hercules Poirot as he investigates the murder of an American tycoon aboard the titular train. Should Branagh sign on, he and his producers are expected to assemble an A-list cast for the movie. Previously adapted for the screen in 1974, Murder of the Orient Express starred Albert Finney as Poirot, as well as Lauren Bacall, Ingrid Bergman, Jacqueline Bisset, Sean Connery, John Gielgud, Anthony Perkins, Vanessa Redgrave, and Michael York. The film earned 6 Oscar nominations, and Bergman won for her supporting performance. There was also a 2001 TV adaptation that aired on CBS. Since making his mark with a series of Shakespeare adaptations, Branagh has gravitated towards more populist fares, including Marvel's Thor, Paramount's Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, and Disney's live-action Cinderella, which has grossed more than $530 million worldwide. Shakespeare will always remain near and dear to Branagh, whose theater company starts its inaugural season at London's Garrick Theatre this fall with the new production of The Winter's Tale. Elephant Man star Sir John Hurt has been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, reports the BBC. The 75-year-old did a statement for the Press Associate. "I've always been open about the way in which I conduct my life, and in that spirit I would like to make a statement. I've recently been diagnosed with early-stage pancreatic cancer. I'm undergoing treatment, and I am more than optimistic about a satisfactory outcome, as indeed in the medical team." Hurt went on to say that he will continue with his professional commitments and that his next project is recording. Jeffrey Bernard is unwell for BBC Radio 4. The irony of the title, he says, was not lost on him. The Oscar-nominated British actor, who was knighted on New Year's Day, has had a long and varied career, but is perhaps best known for playing Joseph Merrick, John, in the film In the Elephant Man, as well as roles in Alien, Midnight Express, and the last 2 Harry Potter movies. The actor will be seen in director David Yates' new Tarzan movie, which is expected to hit theaters in July 2016. Kirk Kerkorian, the billionaire investor and real estate developer who became a major figure in Hollywood by purchasing MGM on 3 different occasions, died Monday at the age of 98, MGM Resorts International has confirmed. The son of an Armenian fruit merchant from Fresno, California, Kerkorian was renowned for a series of brilliant business moves. In the early 60s, he famously bought 80 acres of property on the Las Vegas Strip, the site of the Caesars Casino. In 1969, he branched into entertainment by buying MGM Studios and opening the International Hotel in Vegas, where he hired Barbra Streisand and Elvis Presley as headliners. In 1981, he added United Artists to his Hollywood portfolio and then sold them both and back their extensive film libraries to Ted Turner in 1986 for $1.5 billion. 5 months later, he bought back the MGM name, United Artists, and MGM Studio lot in Culver City. Path Communications acquired MGM for $1.4 billion in 1990, though Kerkorian retained the MGM name for his Vegas hotels and other enterprises. In 1996, the same year that he made a failed bid to take over Chrysler, Kerkorian reacquired MGM from the French bank Crédit Lyonnais, which had assumed control after Path defaulted on its loans. He tried to reinvigorate the studio, acquiring Orion Pictures, the Samuel Goldwyn Company, Motion Pictures Corporation of America, and Polygram Filmed Entertainment's library in 1997. In 2005, he sold off the studio for a 3rd time to a Sony-led consortium. Emmy-winning TV personality and best-selling author Debbie Matenopoulos will be named host of the syndicated entertainment news program The Insider, the show confirmed to The Wrap. Matenopoulos will take the anchor chair beside co-host Luis Aguilar beginning July 6th. She replaces Thea Andrews, a host since January 2013. Executive producer Brad Bessie told The Wrap in a statement, "Our audience really connects with Debbie, and she has great chemistry with Luis and the team. She is down to earth, plugged into celebrity news and pop culture, has a vibrant personality, and is a true industry insider. In many ways, she is the personification of the insider's brand." The newest hiring is just one of several changes that Bessie has made, in addition to shuffling existing talent since taking over of Insider and its top-rated big sister Entertainment Tonight in April 2014. Popular soap opera veteran Cameron Matheson most recently joined Entertainment Tonight as weekend co-host and correspondent. In 2013, CBS Television Distribution and Yahoo partnered to relaunch The Insider as OMG Insider with Andrews and Kevin Frazier at the helm. When Bessie landed the EP position at ET, he moved Frazier over to the co-host with veteran personality Nancy O'Dell, formerly of Access Hollywood, and hired Aguilar as Frazier's replacement. Matenopoulos' name recognized could be just the reset of the series' needs as it trails its lead in E.T. in ratings. As original panelist on The View, she has previously served as special correspondent for The Insider. Most recently, she conducted a series of interviews with talk show trailblazers like Sally Jessy Raphael, Martha Stewart, Joy Behar, and Kathy Lee Gifford. Matenopoulos' resume also includes hosting stints as as host of the Daily 10 TV Guide channel, as well as authoring the cookbook It's All Greek to Me. She welcomed daughter Alexandra in October 2014 with photographer husband John Falcone. Madonna's new single, Bitch I'm Madonna, just got an A-list cast for the music video. The pop singer posted a teaser image on her social media accounts Tuesday, revealing that the video would star Katy Perry, Beyonce, Miley Cyrus, Rita Ora, and Nicki Minaj, who also has a guest verse on the track. The announcement comes about a month after Taylor Swift debuted the video for Bad Blood on the Billboard Music Awards, featuring a parade of her own famous friends, including Selena Gomez, Lena Dunham, and Cindy Crawford. Madonna also posted a short clip teasing the video last week. The 15-second teaser shows the aftermath of what appears to be a pretty great party with confetti on the floor and the sun beginning to rise. The Chicago Blackhawks toasted to their Stanley Cup championship win on Monday night, and NBC rose to a glass right alongside the pro hockey team. NBC topped Monday with Game 6 coverage. For second-place ABC, the Whispers dipped 10% in the key 18 to 49 demographic. Fox's So You Think You Can Dance rose to 18% week over week. NBC was first in ratings with a 2.6 rating and 9 out of 9 share in the main demographic and in total viewers with an average of 7.6 million, according to the preliminary numbers. The pregame show at 8 p.m. posted a 1.8 out of 7 and 6 million viewers. Game 6 itself at 8:30 scored a 2.8 out of 9, up 47% from last year's deciding Game 5, and 7.9 million viewers. ABC was second in ratings with a 1.5 out of 5 in viewers with 5.5 million. The Bachelorette at 8 had a 1.8 out of 6 and 6.2 million viewers. The Whispers at 10 got a 0.9 out of 3 and 4 million viewers. Fox was third in ratings with a 1.3 out of 4 and fourth in viewers with 4.2 million. So You Think You Could Dance at 8 was the only show on the network's schedule. CBS was fourth in ratings with a 1.0 out of 3 and third in viewers with 5.4 million, airing all reruns. Univision was fifth in ratings with a 0.8 out of 3 and in viewers with 2.1 million. And Telemundo was sixth in ratings with 0.6 out of 2 and in viewers with 1.4 million. 20th Century Fox and Blue Sky Studios have revealed a new trailer for the Peanuts movie, which you can check out below the link on our show. In the film, Snoopy, the world's most beloved beagle and flying ace, embarks upon his greatest mission as he takes to the skies to pursue his arch nemesis, the Red Baron, while his best pal Charlie Brown begins his own epic quest. The Peanuts movie comes from the imagination of Charles M. Schulz and the creators of the Ice Age movies. The most popular and influential comic strip of all time, Peanuts was read every day by 355 million people in 75 countries. In addition to the famous strip, Peanuts' holiday television specials, such as It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, have won Emmys and continues to be among the most highest-rated primetime TV specials. Featuring the voices of Noah Schnapp, Haiti Bell Miller, A.J. Tessie, Noah Johnston, Venus Shostisas, Alexander Garflin, Francesca Capaldi, Marmar, Marielle Sheets, Rebecca Bloom, William Alexander Wunsch, Anastasia Bricathenia, and Madison Shipman. The Peanuts movie features a script by Craig Schultz, Brian Schultz, and Cornelius Uliando. Look for it to hit the big screen on November 6, 2015. TV and radio personality Chris Evans will replace Jeremy Clarkson as the lead presenter of an all-new Top Gear lineup the BBC has announced. Evans says he was thrilled to get the job, describing the motoring show as his, quote, favorite program of all time. He added, "I promise I will do everything I possibly can to respect what has gone before and take the show forward." Clarkson was dropped in March after punching a producer while on location. Car enthusiast Evans, who has signed a 3-year deal with the BBC Two show, have been tipped to replace his good friend Clarkson, but had previously insisted he was not interested. An all-new lineup means Clarkson's co-hosts Richard Hammond and James May will not be involved. The BBC's David Stillito says that while Chris Evans was a household name, Clarkson had a long-running association with Top Gear, and his were big shoes to fill. And finally, Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out returned last week, and MTV2 execs must be losing their minds over the result. The cable channel scored its highest-rated day ever in a near 20-year history on Wednesday, earning a .3 rating in its key 12 to 34 demographic across the total day measurements, which utilized Nielsen's live plus same-day overnight numbers. Much of that milestone is thanks to Cannon's improv comedy series, which debuted to a 1.3 rating in the key demos across 2 new episodes that, according to live plus 3-day numbers. The premiere hour had 1.2 million total viewers. A rerun hour immediately followed added another million. The total day halted in 2.1 million demo viewers with 4.4 million total viewers. Both of those are also the L3 numbers. The season 7 premiere of Wild 'N Out was not only the top original series at 11 p.m., it was also the most social series of the day per Nielsen's Twitter TV ratings. Guest stars were Kevin Hart, Fabulous, and Ray Stremont. The record-breaking day marked the launch of MTV2's hashtag nonstop summer program slate, which also includes original series Not Exactly News, Uncommon Sense with Charlemagne, and Kinging with Tigger. On Wednesday, a new episode of Wild 'N Out will feature special guest T-Pain with an appearance by rapper Safari Samuels. Musicians join the cast for games including R&B, Pie or Die, and Wild Style. MTV2 is on a pace to record its 8th straight quarter over year growth. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, June 16th, 2015, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I will be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone, I hope you have a fantastic week. Good night, and God bless.